I was literally just going to class as a student, and we were in a practice. It was meditation practice, and this woman had come in, and she was obviously noticeably upset. She was crying. She was sobbing. She was in the back of the room, kind of tearing up and right, taking airtime. And basic human nature is to coddle the person, ask them how they're doing, how they feel okay. But that was essentially what everyone was doing, because it had gone on for like 5-10 minutes or whatever it was. But the teacher essentially interjected finally and said, why are you stealing everyone's experience? Like, why are you disrupting this moment? Why are you being selfish in your suffering? Like, why are you choosing to suffer in this moment? And obviously she didn't receive that well. It became a little bit of a back and forth, and she obviously stormed out, and it was that sense.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it was a bit like, you could hear like a pin drop. Everyone was just like, it's like if you, being the nicest guy in the world, almost felt like you were having a go at someone. Like, why are you disrupting the room and choosing your suffering over everyone else's experience? You just wouldn't expect that to come out of your mouth. But then when you step back from it, and the lesson you draw from it is that it was the idea that, the suffering that we have, regardless of the emotion that's attached to it, is a choice in a lot of times that we make to allow ourselves to prolong that sense of sadness or uncomfortableness. Now, not with everything in the world, but in a lot of cases, for us to prolong our suffering or our misery is a choice. But to detach from it, to move on, to grow from it, that's a lot of hard work in that. But it doesn't negate the fact that it's not a choice. And so that was the lesson I took from that, is that there's a difference between suffering and pain, that suffering is a choice that we make, even if it's a hard choice to do the opposite, or an easy choice to continue the suffering. But for me, I was literally like, I was like front row to this thing exploding in front of me, first on the side of the woman going, that is wildly out of order. And then going to the other side going, I get it. And then years later going, I understand it.
Right. Yeah. And that the exchange between the woman and the teacher, where the woman's like, don't you see my pain? And he says, no, I can't see it. All I see is your suffering.